Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
10 plus 20 into 3. So what is the answer?
Seventy.
70.
90.
7.
70.
70,
Okay.
sir.
70.
Any other answer? Any other answer apart from 70? Now, how did you 70? Now, if I look at this one, okay, I don't know about this one. You have to teach me now. 10 plus 20. 10 plus 20 is what? 30. So 30 into then 3 is there, right? Then 3. Then 30 into 3, that is 90. So answer is 90. No, how it is 70? Why are you telling it as a 70? It is 90, right?
No, sir, 70.
So first we have to do the multiplication, then we have to add.
According to
Board
board
mass
mass rule, sir.
Multiplication.
Board mass rule.
Board mass.
Yeah,
Board
there is
mass.
something called as
Coding.
odd mass rule. Can you tell me what it is? So what
Bracket of
odd mass rule means?
bracket
Bracket
Brackets
of
of division,
multiply,
multiplication,
addition and
multiplication.
subtraction.
Yeah. So it is something called as B means bracket, right? B means bracket of. Then D means division. M means multiplication. Then addition. Then
Addition.
subtraction, right? So in this way, we need to perform. So what do we mean by meaning of what we actually mean by this one? There is something called as a importance or the priority given to each of the operations when we have multiple operations involved. Okay, 1 second, students. I hope I'm audible now, and screen is also visible. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Some internet connection connectivity issues. The internet is getting disconnected frequently, so that's why I'm getting these interruptions. Okay, now there are certain rules here. Why I cannot perform plus first? Why I should perform multiplication first, right? And if something like this, if something is there in this way, 10 into 20 divided by 2. Now tell me which one you will perform first?
Division.
Division.
Division. Right. Now let me students unmute yourself. Savitri, if there are some background noises, no, you shouldn't unmute. Okay, you keep it as mute itself. Don't speak anything. Okay. Yes. Now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the result here? 10 into 20 divided by 10.
100.
100.
100. Okay. Now, in this one, what you have applied? First, you applied division, and then followed by you applied the multiplication. Okay. Now, reverse way. First, you apply multiplication and then do the division. What answer you get? First, perform multiplication followed by division.
100.
150.
150.
50.
Sir, 100, sir.
100.
50.
100 only, sir.
100 only. We
100.
get 100 only, right? We get 100 only. Okay. Now, why I'm taking this example is that now pay attention here. When there are operations like multiplication and division, okay. Now, if you do division first and then multiplication later, Or if you do multiplication first and division later, you get the same result. Isn't it? We get the same result. In the same fashion, suppose if you have something like this, say 20 plus 10 minus 5. So what is the answer?
25.
25.
25. So if you do first plus, then minus, you get 20.
25 only.
If you do first minus and then plus, then also you get 25 only.
25.
Isn't it? Okay. Now, the point we need to remember or understand in this example is that if there are similar type of operations, now this addition and multiplication are actually the reverse of each other, right? In the same way, addition and subtractions are what? They are the similar type of operations which results in a reverse processes, right? In such cases, we need not to see, as per the BODMAS rule, we need not to strict here that we do the division first and then followed by the multiplication. We need not to strict for that one. What we can do instead, we can go from left to right. We can process the operations from left to right. Left to right means what? Now here, multiplication and division both are having the same priorities. I'm using the word here. What word I'm using? Priorities. Right? Both are having same priorities. In such cases, we need to perform from left to right. Okay. Now, for example, here, if we have something like this, take the another example. Say, 10 star 20 minus, say, 5 division 5. Okay. Now, how would you perform this operation here? How do you go with which operation first you do and which is the next?
Division.
Division.
Division, multiplication, and subtraction.
Multiplication.
Division,
Multiplication and subtraction.
Multiplication sub.
Now first,
190.
okay. Now try to understand here. How many operators are here? Star, that is multiplication. We have multiplication, then we have subtraction, then we have division.
Division.
Are there. Now, among this one, are there any operators which have the same precedence?
Yes, division.
Priority. Are there any operators which have the same priority? Yes, we do have. That is
Yes, sir.
multiplication
Division
and division. Both are having same, what? Priorities. If there are any operations which are of same priorities, in which direction we need to do? Is it from left to right or right to left? We have to do it from
Left.
to right. Left to right means what? If between this star and division, which comes first here? When we are doing from the left to right means which appears first? Star appears first. So I need to perform star operation between what? This 10 and 20. So 10 into 20, I get what? 200, right? 200. Then subtraction anyway, it has to be performed later. So keep the subtraction symbol as it is. Then what we have here? 5 divided by 5. So 5 divided by 5,
1.
since star and that division both are having the same priority.
199.
Left to right. So 5 divided by 5, we get 1.
199.
1.
Right? 200 minus 1.
199.
Only one operator. 199.
199.
Okay. Now, I just want to know some student. What is your name, student? Whose name starting with SW5TAG900? Who is that? Okay. If you're not telling your name, I'm just removing you from the class. Okay, fine. Let me see if are there any students who are not our students. Okay. See, as I communicated earlier, students, you have to join in with your roll number followed by your name. If you are not following that one, then I will have to remove you from the class. Okay. Fine. Now, come back here. So what we are discussing here is that two things. One is the priority. Okay. The highest priority will be performed first. And then second is that the something we call it as associativity. Okay. That means if there are operators of the same priority, then which order we have to do? Should we do it from left to right, or should we do it from right to left? This tells about the associativity. So means in which direction we are going to perform operations. Okay. About these things we are going to discuss in our class and followed by in our next class as well. Okay. Now, let me take some simple examples again to further understand about all these concepts. Okay, let me remove this. Now tell me if something is there like this, Z is equals to, let's say some values. Okay, A equal to 5, B equal to 3, C equal to 2. These are the three variables we have. Obviously integer variables. Okay, now say Z equal to A plus B into C. So what is the answer?
Eleven, sir.
11. How 11? We first carried away the highest priority. Between this plus and star, highest priority is what? Star is the highest priority, that is multiplication. So first perform the multiplication, that is 5 plus B into C, that is 3 into 2, 6. So we get
6.
as 11, right? Now, for a change, if I do the second example like this, okay, let's see here. If I do the something like this, same thing is there, right? A plus B into C only. But there comes a new concept here, something called as a brackets.
12.
A plus B are put into a bracket here. So tell me which operation I have to perform first.
The first addition, then multiplication.
First
Bracket,
addition
sir.
and then multiplication.
Multiplication.
Perform because there is a bracket, right? Bracket carries more priority. It has higher priority than the multiplication. Now, if you just look here, in this one, plus, I can say plus is a lower priority than the multiplication. Yes. Now, again, if you look into here, can I say bracket that can I say the multiplication is having lower priority than this bracket? Multiplication is having lower priority than the bracket. That means what? Brackets have to be carried away first. That is its highest priority. Okay. Now, this is the list of the operators and their priorities. Okay. The first one, observe carefully and understand this one. First one is brackets. Okay. These normal brackets. These are having the priority as 1. Let me write it here. Operator. Okay. Then priority and then associativity. Okay, then first one is what? Brackets, and it has got highest priority, and it is done in which fashion? Left to right. Left to right. Second is again another type of a bracket we usually end up, we will study these things as square brackets. Square brackets are also having the priority, highest priority only. Okay, and then it is performed from again left to right. Okay, then comes something called as a unary operations. Okay, unary operations we have studied something, right? Plus plus we have studied? We have studied something called as a minus minus, increment decrement, right? And one more we have studied, that is size of. Theoretically we have studied, but practically we have not looked into this one. We will study those practically also. Okay, size of, let me put extra lines for your better understanding. Okay, size of, and then there are some more unary operators. Basically, the minus symbol. Minus symbol means what it does. If there is a, say, if A is 10, if I write minus A, what will be the value of 10? It will be minus 10. Simple, right?
Minus.
That is negative number. If we want to convert a positive number into a negative number, we can use this minus. So in this case, minus will be treated as what? Unary operator. It will be treated as unary operator. Why unary operator? Because there is only one operand over here. Suppose if I write something like this, A minus B, then this minus is called as binary operator because there are two operands A and B. But in this case, only one operand is there, so it is unary operator. Following this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so this unary minus is there. Similarly, some positive is also there, which we rarely use it. Positive means what? Plus means, single plus means in a unary operator, it is the positive number. Let me more clearly write unary minus, unary plus, unary minus and unary plus. So these are having the next priority, next set of priority. So priority for this one is 2. Then they are also worked from right towards left. Right towards left. We will study these things in an example. Okay, what actually mean by right to left? Okay, then next one is the multiplication, division, and modulus. Multiplication, division, and modulus. All these three are having same priority, that as 3. Okay, then they are also performed from left to right. Okay, left to right. So what actually this left to right means is that in an expression, if you have multiplication as well as division, then which has occurred first, that we need to perform. For example, A into B division C. In this one, first we will perform A into B. First we will perform A into B, and whatever result we get from this one, that will be done with the division later. Okay. Now, suppose if something is like this, A division B, then star C. In this case, both are having same priority. Both are having same priority, that is division and multiplication. But how are we going to perform? We are going to perform from left to right. Left to right means the first one which has appeared, division. So A division B, we will perform first and then followed by multiplication. That is the meaning of this left to right here, when we have the same priority operators. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then next we have for the addition and subtraction, that is addition, subtraction. Now these plus and minus are what? These are actually binary. Okay, binary addition and binary subtraction, minus sign. So they are having the priority as 4 and they are worked as left to right. They are worked as left to right. Okay, then the next we have the logical operators. Sorry, not logical operators, relational operators. Less than, bitwise, before logical, we get the bitwise operators, left shift operator and right shift operator. Theoretically, we have just studied that these two are the bitwise operators. 2 less than symbols means left shift and 2 greater than symbols means right shift. If they are used, then the priority is 5. Okay, and then they are also performed from left to right, left to right. And then comes the the relational operators like less than, greater than, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to. All these are having priority 6, and again they are performed from left to right. Okay, and then we have something called as equals to and not equals to. This is having priority 7. Then this is left, right? They are also performed from left to right. Now, let us understand these two things. These two things. Say, A less than B equals to C greater than D. Okay. Now, this is one statement, one operation is there here. It consists of how many operations? Actually, 3 operations. First one we have less than, then we have equals to, then we have greater than. Now, as per this criteria, which one we need to perform first? Which operation we need to perform first?
A less than B.
A less,
Less
than.
than.
Now, if you look at here,
A less than B and C greater than D.
less than and greater than, both are having same priority, that is 6 priority. And then equals to is there, equals to is having 7 priority. That means among these two, less than is having greater, that is higher priority than this equals to, and less than as well as greater than, both are having same priority. So the higher priority operations have to be performed first. And if there are 2 operations which are of the same priority, we have to look for whether it should be done from left to right or right to left. So here, less than and greater than, both are there, then we have to perform first left to right. Left to right means what? Now, say for example, A is 10, B is say 9. Okay, then C is 20, D is 30. What will happen now? A less than B. What is the result?
False.
False.
False. So binary in terms of numeric values, what that false?
0.
0. It is 0. Then equals to. Then what do we have on the right side? C greater than D. So C greater than here, 20 greater than
False.
30. What is
False.
the
0.
false? So what we get
False.
is 0
Okay.
equals to 0.
Yes, sir.
True, right? 0 equals
True.
to true. So what is the binary number, the numeric value here? It is
1.
1.
or you can convey as a last value as 2. Right? In this way, the interpretation can be done when we have the similar type of operations performed. This type of operations are very rare to happen. Okay, this type of operations are very rare to happen. Okay, yes. Now, the next set of operators. Single AND. What is the single AND? Who can tell me? What is the name of the single AND? What is the name of this single AND operator?
Ampersand.
Bitwise and.
Bitwise
And.
Bitwise AND. Now, I can say it can be a bitwise AND also, or it can be even address of operator also. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If I use single
Yes, sir.
symbol, then it can be bitwise and as well as it can be address of operator. How I can determine? I can determine by knowing how many operands it takes. If it takes only one operand, then it is address of operator. If it takes 2 operands, then it is bitwise AND operator. So here it is bitwise. I am considering a bitwise. So bitwise means what? It definitely contains 2 operands. So in this case, again, it is from left to right. Okay. Same way, we have one more, the bitwise OR. How do we denote bitwise OR?
Pipeline.
Pipeline. Okay. Actually, before bitwise OR, we get the not. that not is represented is what? The tilde symbol, right? The tilde symbol
Tilde.
represents the bitwise not. So bitwise not is having 9, and again it is left to right, and then bitwise or, that is priority is 10, left to right. Okay, and then we get the logical and logical or. Logical and is what? 2 and symbols. Okay, it is having 11. Okay, and then we have left to right, and we have logical or 5 symbols, 12, left to right. Okay, and then we have something called as the ternary operator. Ternary operator, it is 13. It is having left to right. Okay, and the last one is assignment operator, that is 14th one. And operator is having again this assignment operator is right to left. Assignment operator is right to left. Okay, this is the operators and their priorities and associativities. So here you may wonder here, sir, so many are there, how shall we remember this one? Okay, eventually when we see the programs or the problems associated with this one, you will get to know how we need to use them. So for the time being, how we will perform is that we will put them under the brackets. Whenever there are high priorities, then for the understanding purpose, we will put it into the brackets so that those brackets can be carried away first. Okay, and then followed by the lower priority values. Okay. Is that understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't worry. All these operators and associativity and priority we will be discussing. Okay, in most of the programs, whenever we come up with those concepts, we need those operators. During that time, we will discuss. Most of the time, we will be using one of the very few of them, not all. Few of them we will be using, and then it becomes very easy for you to even understand. Okay. Yes. I think problems are not required. Examples are not required. I have taken many examples as of now. Simple examples. Those should be sufficient.